This the best fitness podcast out.
Stamp it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. In the year 2022, a total of 36 bodybuilders died, right? A lot of these bodybuilders had common things in their death, right? Cardiac arrest, heart attacks, died in their sleep, or they died in the gym, okay? Now, of course, we don't want to hear that. Tragic for the bodybuilders, for the families, the loved ones. Don't want to hear that. But listen, this is something I could teach on. I don't like to talk about death, but I had to just bring it up briefly, and I got to bring it up briefly one more time later in the podcast. But we ain't going to stick on that, okay? There's a lot of speculation in these deaths, along with what I just mentioned, of steroid use, right? A lot of these people had the after effects of what's common in steroid use, okay? So we're going to talk about steroids for a second, right? Now, the gym is a place to get better mentally, get better physically, get excess fat off your body, become healthier, reduce risk of disease, reduce risk of injury, right? The gym is a positive place. I talk about it on the podcast all the time. Don't care what anybody says. I'm willing to debate or debunk or rebuttal anybody who says the opposite. Let's get it. Now, the issue with the steroid use is, people who are uneducated or uninformed about the gym, right? They see someone who's been using steroids or hear someone using steroids and they're like, I don't want them muscles. I don't want to look like that. That's why I don't go to the gym. That's why I sit on my ass and drink beer and drink alcohol and get a belly. I don't want to. Nope. All right. So it's important that, like, people like myself, we put this message out and tell people what the gym is really about and really live their life and not use steroids because, majority of people don't work out and they don't have a lifestyle with the gym, which means there's more people for people like me to reach. So we gonna talk about it. I'm here to talk about this shit today, okay? Now, I've been in the gym for years. I've been around bodybuilders. I've been around competitors. So I know what steroid use looks like. A lot of people do. Some of y'all don't. So we just going to go down the list real quick. We're going to talk about it real quick, okay? First thing, excessive acne. I see this a lot. I see this on men and women, but I see it a lot on the women. If you in there, you see a woman, you know her as a regular at the gym. You see her all the time. Out of nowhere, she pops up with acne all over her face. Her shoulders, upper back, mid back, forearms, arms. You see this acne popping out of nowhere, and it's like excess acne, like ridiculous amount of acne. Shorty's on steroids. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it with so many girls, and she like has an abnormal shape for a woman. Like there's a difference between a strong woman, strong, fit, athletic woman, and a woman who is, you like she on some shit. If she got that look and the acne's popping out, shorty on steroids. Next thing. Sorry, women, I'm at y'all, but we talking about the men. We talking to the men today too. See a woman in there. She been going there for a while. Hey, how you doing? Talk to her briefly. Boom. Out of nowhere, not only is she getting stronger and got the acne, her voice is getting deeper. She starts to sound more and more like a man, along with them other things, even if you don't see them other things. But if you start to notice that, chances are shorty is on steroids, all right? Another thing, people in the gym get these super quick, drastic, unrealistic results in a time span, 3 months, 6 months, even a year in some cases. You see them get these crazy results that would take people 3 or 4 years of consistency, change in diet. You see them with that? Steroid use. Now, I don't want to take anything away from anybody who works hard and they've gotten the results and they've gotten a transformation, right? Because a lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen in 3 months for real. But I'm just saying, especially with muscle growth, That shit takes time, bro. So if somebody comes out and they're just out of nowhere, they abnormally big, steroid use. Another thing, the structure of their face changing, right? When it's like their face becomes like more like a box shape and their chin starts to look bigger, their jawline looks bigger, steroid use. For real, bro. Like, we all adults. Our face is our face at this point, bro. And then another thing, like when people, their face looks older and aged, like a year goes by and somebody look 5-10 years older, I mean, it could be stressing. They got a lot going on in their life. But, you know, if you see them putting on a lot of muscle too, probably on steroids. Now, one thing about people on steroids, a lot of people don't realize, like, when you take steroids, you still have to show up at the gym. You still got to put the work in. You still got to do your cardio. You still got to eat right. You still got to drink your water, right? You can't just take the steroids and sit on your ass. That is a disaster waiting. I mean, it's a disaster taking them and working out, but it's a disaster waiting to happen just sitting on your ass not doing nothing, right? So you still got to put the work in. So if you happen to be talking to somebody who is on steroids, they are probably knowledgeable about their nutrition, water intake, what cardio to do, what cardio not to do, weightlifting, what type of split to do. They're probably knowledgeable on that, but so you can take advice from them. Obviously, they know what they're doing, but I would be careful with advice on supplements, bruh. I would be careful with that. A lot of people be doing shit on the low, and I know people who have asked somebody a question and they try to get them on a certain pill or something, and I'm like, whoa, don't do that. So be careful with that, all right? But I do want to make it clear, they do still put the work in, all right? It ain't just like you out here, just taking them and looking like that. So, but yeah, man, you see all these bodybuilders passed away. Listen, the steroids ain't worth it, man. So this the best fitness podcast out.
Stab it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment.